This is where we spill the tea. I mean, we're here.
We're on the Jones Beach Boardwalk.
Oh
Dee
my
Snyder's
God.
calling it.
Wrap it up. We've been hanging out with the hot teas.
The hot teas, by the way, are amazing. Hashtag Long Island Life. Cheers.
Cheers. Hello and welcome back to Long Island Tea Podcast, where we spill the tea on Long Island, where we love to live, work, and play. I'm Sharon, and I am very honored to have our newbie, Michael, here with us. Welcome.
Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, my goodness. I'm just really grateful to be here.
Right? Isn't it fun?
Yeah, it's like so like full circle.
It is.
Just being on the other side, always gathering the social content, and here we are.
And here you are, sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Kristen's away on vacation this week, and so we said let's introduce our new social media guru, Michael, and have you on this side of the mic, because how fun is this? I mean, we're here actually at Port Jefferson, which during the summer we decided we're going to do a lot of on-site locations and do like remote podcasts. So we're on site at the space in Port Jefferson, thanks to Kevin Wood, and we will bring him on later. You'll get to meet him. But how's your week been going?
Oh, it's been a test.
Really? I saw your social the other night, and I was like,
yeah. It's, just been like a lot of really... unpredictable things that have kind of just happened. But,
does it have anything to do with the crazy moon that we've had, that we just experienced?
I'm not sure. Bree actually sent me a link to a TikTok of just somebody explaining the whole moon system and things like that.
What was this moon called? It was called something funny.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was something weird.
Yeah. But I'm sure that that's probably what it has to do with.
I believe it always has to do with the stars aligning and the moon being wacky.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's happy and healthy, so that's all that really matters. It's just like a lot of like random life tests just thrown my way, all on Monday too. So it was like, boy. Wow, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We did get to go to Island Jet Ski, one of our new partners. Oh,
so cool.
Yeah, so that was my first time on a jet ski. So that was the same day as kind
first
of all
time
this
ever?
stuff. Ever, yeah.
You're doing a lot of firsts.
I am.
Discover Long Island is literally like...
introducing me into, so many amazing things.
Such a different world.
Yeah, and I'm just so grateful, to be on such an amazing team of everybody that really, puts... our workers and our island first.
Yeah, so, that's what we pride ourselves in. But last week we were at Delvino Vineyards, and what an experience that was.
Another first. It was my first time at a vineyard.
Exactly.
And just, it can't get better than that.
Oh my gosh, we were totally like in awe of just the experience that we had, because Fred and his marketing team took care of us as soon as we walked.
So good.
Literally, we pulled in the driveway. They met us outside, and we just had the best time.
Got
it was
the whole
so fun.
VIP.
VIP is better.
Yes, I know. I have not seen Inventing Anna, and I know you and Kristen always are just like,
Michael, you have some homework.
I know. I got some serious homework this weekend.
Serious homework.
Because I know the VIP reference.
Yes.
I just don't
you
know
need
what
to binge it.
To.
Like, it's a good thing this weekend is going to be stormy weather, because you can just binge it. And
done.
It's amazing.
Yes, I'm definitely excited to binge that. I need to binge new shows. I'm always one of those people that's like constantly watching things that I've watched.
You rewatch stuff?
I rewatch stuff too much. It's a problem.
The only thing that I can rewatch is Schitt's Creek.
And that's another show I have not seen that everybody on earth is like, you would love this show. And
you would absolutely love this show. I'm telling you.
I've heard a lot.
And there's so many references. Oh my gosh, so funny. So homework this weekend, binge Inventing Anna, and just start Schitt's Creek, because it's awesome. And you won't regret it, and you'll thank me later.
Okay, perfect. I'll text you. But what a beautiful space that we're in.
I know.
Right?
Isn't it gorgeous? It's so cool. First of all, I walked in, and we parked in the parking lot right outside, and I walked into the basement, which is their storage unit. So I didn't know where I was. And I heard Alyssa talking. I heard her voice above me. So I'm like, I'll just take these stairs. The stairs are blocked off completely. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to take the stairs. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to call Alyssa and say, where the heck am I? And she met me at the door, thank God.
Yes, thank God for Alyssa.
But this space is so cool, because Kevin actually talked about it with us before. He records a podcast here, but he also hosts events here, and it's very eclectic. Like there's different areas where you can have different kinds of events, which is cool.
Yeah, and I obviously grew up, doing a lot of acting and things like that. And it's a beautiful studio to get, headshots done. There's a lot of really great natural lighting area. And there's just a lot of different things that you can do here. Yeah. So it's been really cool.
We're excited to have Kevin on later to talk about some Port Jeff events that are going on.
Yes.
Because Port Jeff is such an amazing downtown village. I mean, it's so many great restaurants here. It's right on the water.
On the water.
And right down on the water. We talked about this a couple episodes ago, and I didn't have your comment on this, but have you ever heard of Downport?
No.
That a lot of people call it down. When they're going to Port Jefferson, they're going Downport, which always confused me. It's a local saying, but it confused me because we're on the North Shore of Long Island. Downtown Port. Okay. So I'm going Downport this weekend. We're Downport today.
Yeah, but it's beautiful here. Bree and I actually recently went to Danford's. We also did Pirates Cove, which was a really nice little photo op spot.
Is that the pirate ship park?
It's not different. It's a different place. It's kind of like I would say like a boat.
Like you can kayak and canoe there, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you more so like can actually park. You can pull up your boats and dock. There is no dock officially, but I think a lot of people like to fish over there.
That's awesome.
It's like a little bit of a hidden gem. We have a TikTok coming of that, so you guys will have to follow us on social too.
So a lot of people, our hot tea fans, need to know. You do all of our TikToks now, so you were hired specifically to do the social media for the podcast and also handle our TikTok channels, which are award-winning.
Yes,
they're amazing, and you've been doing some really fun things with it, like on our Discover Long Island channel this weekend on Long Island.
Yes, it's just been such an amazing and fun ride already. I've loved TikTok. I love social media, and I've been doing it for social media in general, I would say, for like 6 or 7 years professionally. And I just love being able to share, the beautiful places that we have here on Long Island, Long Island, New York. But we do a This Weekend on Long Island post every single week. Our amazing team at the office does a lot of research. We find all the amazing events that are happening either with our partners or just, different things that are happening in the local areas, and then we share it.
That's awesome.
And it's so crazy because we've been starting to get some hot teas on there, loyal people who come back each week. They're like, I look forward to this. And
they keep looking for it. They're waiting for it every weekend, which is awesome because a lot of people, we're the destination marketing organization for the region, Long Island. And a lot of people, we used to have like this 800 number that people call, back in the day.
Oh, God.
And, now our call to action is our website, but now we can say, follow us on social because we have over 10 channels and there's so much information on all of them.
So much.
Thanks to you and Bree and the team to gather that information and let our fans know and, our visitors and stuff like that. But you know what I love most about Long Island?
Ooh, what?
Long Island wine country.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're here. And what are we drinking today, Sharon?
We are, you know what, I was going to ask you because I normally mess it up. But no, this week we're drinking the wine of the week is the Riesling 2020 from Peconic Bay. And I am not particularly a Riesling girl, but this one is absolutely delicious.
I love it.
So good. It's a slightly off-dry Riesling with aromas of honeysuckle and peach with intense flavors of tree fruits and Meyer lemon. This is you can taste all of it.
You can. And, I love, sweet wine. I love, just being able to taste all, beautiful elements to it. So this is just something that I am loving, honestly.
It's so good. It is fruity. But it's not like your typical sweet Riesling. It's dry.
It's got a little dryness in there.
Yeah, I love it. We're sponsored by Long Island Wine Country. Long Island boasts 57 distinct winemakers, vineyards, and tasting rooms. Visit liwines.com. And I have to tell you, we are so thankful to Long Island Wine Country for the sponsorship, but also I was doing a presentation earlier right before we came here with our colleague Justine for the Suffolk County Economic Development Summit, which was not what I expected. I thought it was going to be like a room of 10 people. It was probably about 80 people were there.
Love that.
And we brought up, how we market the region and we talked about what we did during the pandemic and how this podcast was formed and LITV was formed. And so I got up and spoke about the podcast a little bit and I was like, we're contractually obligated to drink the lovely wine from Long Island Wine Country. So thanks to Long Island Wine Country for this delicious Riesling we are drinking.
And it's really good because you get to learn about all of our vineyards that we have on Long Island. Obviously, we were at Del Vino last week, but, we have so many amazing, amazing vineyards that are just so beautiful that I've seen on social, and I'm excited to see more.
I know. We can't wait to take you out and give you the tour, because there's so many different ones all across, starting in Northport with, Del Vino, but then you go further out, and there's so many that are just they're all different. And that's what I love about it, because you can go to a family-friendly one, you can go to, more like couples only type of thing,
and they don't seem to be
adults only,
like in competition. They all seem to be very much like applauding each other.
That's the best part about it, is they all work so well together, and they applaud each other, like you said, or they help each other in sustainability. And it's just been it's so amazing. I can't wait to take you out there.
I know, same.
It'll be fun.
It's crazy because just obviously you talking about the podcast, when I was obviously researching Discover Long Island, I binged so many episodes. I turned into a hot tea overnight. And what a full circle moment to be right here.
Be right here hosting with me. I love it.
Yes.
The best part about it is, like, when either myself or Kristen are unable to do it, we always love to pull in our team, and just so that our hot teas get to know everybody, because there's so much work that goes behind all of this. I mean, you go out and film with Bree with the LITV, and you realized and experienced how much work goes behind those little 7-minute videos. And then just like the social posts after and stuff like that. So welcome, Michael. I'm glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
We are talking about Long Island life now, and I would like to introduce Kevin Wood to come on and talk about some really cool events that are happening here in Port Jeff in the summer season and late fall. Kevin is our host today from the space in Port Jeff, where we're here and recording the pod. So, Michael, you know what the best part is we are at the space in Port Jeff, but what better way to talk about this space and the events that are going on is we have Kevin Wood here, the Director of Economic Development.
Yes, newly named. Thank you.
We need to pour you some wine, my friend, because
thank you.
You are a hot tea, and you need to join us with this. Splendor.
Thank you so much. Let's just do one of these.
Cheers. Welcome.
Cheers. Love those cups.
Well, it was funny because, we just said, he goes, what, I don't get wine? And I said, you have a cup? And you whipped out a red Solo cup. I'm like, maybe we need something better than that.
Yeah, that's more of a beer thing.
Welcome, Kevin.
Thanks
for joining us.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk mostly about and I practiced this 1,000,001 times this morning on my drive in, about I will screw it up.
I know what you're going to say.
Dog, dock, dive, right?
So the harder thing to say is actually Port Paws Dog Festival.
Oh, okay.
We knew this would translate good in text, but not so much in speech.
Right. I had the hardest time. I'm like, dog, dock, dive. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Right. So the idea, actually, the Dock Dogs company, which comes out from Ohio and sets up a 30,000-gallon pool for us, is a center point of our bigger dog festival. So we're celebrating canines.
Okay.
With vendors, rescues, food trucks, that type of thing. So it's
a big event.
Yeah, that in itself would be amazing, but we're centering other things around dogs around that. And it's the first time event, so I just wrote a big email to everybody in my administration. I go, look, I think this is going to be great. Yeah. But it's a first time.
Well, it sounds awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it? Because we have some information here.
Sure.
And we, I think, are going to be giving away some tickets.
Yes, I think that we have a few tickets to be giving away. So keep in touch on social. Make sure that you guys are tuning in and you hear about all of the information on how to win. But yeah.
Alyssa's going to go with her family, and the kids are going to love it, I'm sure. Yeah. It's so much fun.
So the dates, July 22nd, 23rd, 24th. The 22nd is a little bit of a sleepy date. We're going to allow people to bring their dogs and try to have them jump. This is important because this is a real competition, and people go around the nation and have their dogs jump.
Wow.
So I have a dog, and I love my dog, and he can retrieve, and he goes in the water, but he can't yet jump.
Okay.
So we're going to bring him to the Try It. That's Friday night, 5 to 7 p.m. on-premise registration.
Okay.
Then the real deal comes out 9 a.m. on Saturday and goes to 5 p.m. and then Sunday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have jump the furthest, jump the highest, and retrieve the fastest.
There's a lot into this. I had no idea. That's crazy.
And there's prizes. And I should mention that our first inaugural jump will be actually dedicated to a little girl that lost her life here in Port Jeff Village back in January.
Okay.
Ada Romanas. And so we're going to dedicate that. I thought that was sweet. And
That
I
is
think we
nice.
should do
Absolutely.
that. Our family will love that. As I said, so this will be on Caroline Field,
Okay.
also known as Joe Erlin Field. This is also a first for us. Most of our events, as you know, are at Harborfront Park or somewhere in the center of town. For the first time, we're going to the west end of town, and this is a very walkable village, and we're doing it at a place that we've never done an event before. But it's got the room, it's flat, and it's a perfect place for
That
it.
sounds
actually.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we will definitely have, like, other than the giveaway, Alyssa will be posting some stuff on social. So definitely tune into that. But there's some other events that happen here in Downport.
Yep.
What you got?
So the week right after, I'm also chairing the second annual mini music festival. It's very easy going in our passive Harborfront Park stage called Port Palouza. There are 6 different acts that'll play from 12 noon to dusk. We end it with a jazz trio, which will
Very
blow your
nice.
mind.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, so there'll be some seating up front for those that want it, and then otherwise you can take a blanket, whatever you'd like to drink, and have some
Some
fun
Long
in the
Island
park.
wine, Kevin.
Yes.
Some
yes.
Long Island wine.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And then from there, it just gets better and better, culminating, or I should mention some fall events that are happening. But before the fall, September, the Village Regatta, which is amazing as well. You can only get that here on the North Shore. We put 20, 30, 40 boats out into the water. As you know, Ralph from the Krati, what's his name? Ralph? You know his
Macchio?
name? Macchio.
Macchio.
How could I forget? Ralph Macchio has always been a big supporter. He's been the keynote, so to speak. So
The
we
Karate Kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So he's the keynote there, you said?
He's sort of the keynote and somebody that brings us along every year. We raise a ton of money, tens of thousands of dollars for pancreatic cancer.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It's the 10th of September. I will be on one of the boats sailing.
Okay.
They do a run around the harbor, and then they go out and they race.
So that's some charity.
Yes.
We like to coin things that have tea in them. So charity.
Charity.
I love it.
Gotcha.
You got it?
I'm gonna,
See?
I'll never forget that. That's September 10th. I'm just reading what the calendar here. September 17th. As you know, you talked to Barbara Ransom of the Chamber, the Dragon Boat Race.
My friend, Barb.
Yeah, this has been maybe 4th, 5th year.
And it's
Maybe, you
amazing.
know.
I went before, and it's like so incredible.
Yeah, it's very unique. So that event is amazing. September 17th, Dragon Boat Races, many teams, at least 30, I would say. September 24th, Conservancy, right? Because there's different factions here in the village, is running something called the Hill Climb. It literally goes back to the early 1900s when they used to have olden cars come up the hill.
Wow.
And make it. Some don't, but it's fun. That's right from the village
Well,
center.
speaking of early 1900s, I mean, this space here was built in 1870.
Yes, around 1870.
So all the creaks we're hearing,
Yep.
You never
They're
know.
authentic, and you
little
never
authentic.
Got some character.
It's got some character, all right.
know. I'll show you a room later that you'll remember.
Oh,
Over 150 years. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, there's probably some things that have happened here.
I'm
Nuts.
sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Nuts.
Mustang Show in September as well, after that hill climb. A sea shanty music festival, October 1st.
Okay.
Very fun.
In Harborfront Park. We paint the entire town pink in the month of October.
For breast cancer
Yes.
awareness, that's awesome. And you're reading off a calendar, but I'm sure people can find this on your website.
You can find it on Barbara's website or portjeff.com.
Okay, awesome.
Great.
Yeah, there's a main calendar for sure. Famous Harvest Fest and Crowder Troll. Chowder Crawl. Crowder Troll. That is awesome.
See?
We'll work some tea into that,
See?
too.
Yes.
So that's a great event. People know about that around the village, all walkable, by the way. And then you get into our very, very famous Dickens Festival.
Yes.
It'll be the 26th year.
Amazing, amazing. This village itself has just been so amazing. There's so much fun things to do here. I mean, you listed off a ton of events, but even if you want to just come here, grab a bite to eat down by the water, go get some, pasta, or I love the salsa, I think. It's
You do?
Yeah, I love it.
You ready for this? I had salsa for lunch and pastas above us.
I love it. See?
Perfect.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much,
You're
Kevin, for
welcome.
having us here in this incredible space. Where can they find your information? What's your website?
So simple. The space at portjefferson.com.
Awesome.
Website,
Perfect.
all social. Thank you for being here. You're welcome anytime you'd like.
Thanks,
well,
Kevin.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that was awesome. Kevin just gave us some seriously good summer events and fall events, which is awesome. But he also mentioned some charity, which brings us into our next section, charity.
Yeah, and really quickly before we get into charity, I have a little bit of Long Island life. So
okay.
Sharon and I live right near Robert Moses. That's our beach. It's our favorite beach.
Yes.
And everybody that goes to Robert Moses knows, got to be very careful of a certain bird.
Yep.
Or everybody that goes to any beach on Long Island knows that you have to be careful of a certain bird called a seagull. So, I go to Captree Deli in West Islip. I love going there every year, bringing the sandwich to the beach, the whole spiel. So I get to the beach. I have it, in my bag. I have the smaller half first because I want to save my bigger half.
That's like a Long Island thing. You break it out. You have the first half in the morning and then later.
Yeah.
Because the deli sandwich, I don't know if people understand. I don't know. I'm like echoing. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you good.
Okay.
You're probably echoing in his microphone.
Okay.
Talk now. Is it better?
Yeah. So I don't know if people understand. This is definitely like a Long Island thing, getting lunch at the deli. And, the
Any
sandwiches, like you seriously you can feed like 3 people with a deli sandwich.
Anywhere, anytime, there's like some 24-hour delis that we have.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so, on the beach, have my first half, and then I go into the water. I made sure, I thought it was in my bag, and come back, and it's gone. It's gone. And then I'm looking for it, and then the people behind me, they're like, oh, the seagulls got it.
You didn't bury it with your towel?
No,
you had to put your towel over your bag.
I know.
That's
you would
the
think
trick,
I'm 24. You would
Michael.
think that I would have learned by now.
First for everything.
Yeah, there is a first for everything, but
you gotta put your towel over your bag and then go in the water.
Gotta love though when the people behind you are like, oh yeah, no, the seagulls got it. We didn't do anything.
We didn't save it. No, you gotta love when you're like on your blanket, just like taking in the sun and enjoying your beach day, and all of a sudden the tide comes in and just everything gets soaked.
Everything.
That's happened to me a million times. But yeah, no, you have to cover it with your blanket. That happened to my daughter. My daughter Pearl was eating a sandwich and she was like holding it up, talking, and all of a sudden a seagull comes and just takes it right out of her hand, and she didn't know what to do. And I'm like, sorry, babe.
Yeah, I told the team that that's a TikTok that we definitely need to get.
Oh yeah, it's a Long Island thing for sure.
Just a Long Island thing.
Oh my gosh.
But into our charity.
I just wanted to mention this one event because I know a couple people who have actually participated in it. It's the Long Island Fight for Charity. This takes place on September 15th. This is the 17th annual boxing event. It's the only program in the United States where local businesses and people step into the boxing ring to raise funds for charity. Proceeds benefit this Long Island Community Chest, National Foundation for Human Potential, and the Eden 2 Genesis program. I know some like hoteliers that have done this.
Really?
I had a good colleague of ours, Brian Kramer. He was the old general manager of the Hyatt Regency, and he participated in this event, and I was like blown away by it. I think it was just such an amazing event. But they're coming back after the pandemic, so this is the first time that they're
it's
doing
so nice
it.
Just seeing everybody, come back and life just having a hint of normalcy.
A little bit of normalcy back at it again.
Try to not speak too fast because I know that something going to happen if we get too comfortable.
Right,
so
right. Let's knock on wood while we're here. I mean, we're in a
enjoy
building.
life.
Yeah, definitely. You want to talk some celebrity? Because this is what I love about you, Michael. You're like a little celebrity on yourself. I mean, you know, you're all over YouTube. You have your socials. I mean, it's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I just grew up, I was an actor, model, musician, and was always immersed in the whole entertainment world. And then once I graduated, I met one celebrity, which was Abby Lee Miller, who may or may not be making an appearance.
May or may not. We don't know.
The Long Island Tea
That's
Podcast.
a teaser. We need to see what's going on with her.
Yes, we just got a couple logistics to work out. But yeah, it's in the works. But obviously she gave me many opportunities and, basically family. And ever since I started working with her, I just decided to put myself out there with a million different celebrities.
Yeah.
And my God, I go through my Instagram sometimes and I'm just like, wow, I've met a decent amount of people.
Yeah. I mean, you have some pics on your Instagram with the Kardashians. I mean, you're a loyal monster.
Yes. Lady Gaga, I will be at, I believe, 7 of her shows this
amazing.
summer. It's a lot from COVID, obviously, because everything was pushed. So
she's an unbelievable performer.
It's insane. It's insane. She's done so much for just so many people, including myself. She's just amazing, all around.
I love. Obviously you watched Star is Born?
Oh, obviously. Yeah, I saw it 7 times.
I know.
7 times.
That's like another movie like, Crazy Stupid Love or The Bridesmaids. Star is Born. When it's on, I watch it.
Yeah, and I love that it's separate in its own. It's not really something that you can compare to the other ones, which I really like. But some celebrity, I'm sure that you've seen that my girl Khloe Kardashian.
Our girl Khloe.
She, another person who has been so beyond kind to me and just millions of others. A lot of people had some stuff to say about.
I know, and I'm surprised at that because I'm for it. I mean, good for you.
To me, it's just like I feel like we live in a world where we can't be happy for people anymore.
Right.
Like we can't.
But so people who don't know, she is having another baby via surrogacy.
Yes.
With
Tristan Thompson.
Yep.
Yes. He, she.
There's a lot of dish there.
There's a lot of tea, which I mean, most people who, look at their phones know.
Yeah.
He has just not been faithful to my girl, and I'm not going to get too into it because that's the father of her child.
Right.
But a lot of people just can't be happy for her expanding her family, and I just think that that's ridiculous, And the real tea aspect of this story is that she decided to have another baby with him, obviously via surrogate, so they weren't, together. And the reason that she did that was because he had really shown change and all of that.
Sure.
And then while the surrogate was pregnant, it came out that he fathered another child.
Right.
So, a lot of people are like, oh, why would you do this again with somebody who's cheated and blah, 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 blah. But in reality, it's really because she didn't really know about this other person that he's fathering a kid with. But let her live. This poor girl. Like, she's such a happy, positive human. Like, let's just let her be and be happy that she's expanding her family.
People definitely just like strive on that, and negativity, which no. Negativity.
Yes.
Not for my girl Khloe. I love her.
No.
Like, I have 4 sisters, and like we always laugh because we're always like, which Kardashian are you? And I always claim to fame that I'm Khloe.
Oh, well, I think that, I got a little bit of Khloe, but I think I'm more Kim, so
yeah.
Maybe, we're going to need a little spin-off of our own.
We should.
Yeah, Kim and Khloe.
That would be fun.
Michael and Sharon. Done. It's in the works. Stay tuned.
That would be funny. So we have some others. So do you have any more celebrity?
That was kind of all that I wanted to talk about, just because it just flooded my page yesterday.
I know. It was all over the place. Like, all the notifications, people notifications.
TMZ was waiting for my first co-hosting day. TMZ was waiting for me to be on this podcast to talk about it.
Do you know what's so awesome? We do a segment of Uncorked Advice. How fun that we haven't had one in a while. And we got one recently, and it's Lincoln who's asking us about the best biking trails without cars. So I don't know if you're a biker or a hiker or anything like that.
I have not been on a bike, I want to say, since I was probably 5. No. What's bad is that I didn't learn until I was in 5th grade because I was scared.
You were scared.
So I would say that it's at least since I was 12 or 13. Even in the city, I'm never a city bike person.
Right.
I'm always the subway.
But the best part about Long Island is there's so many trails all over.
All over.
I mean, but my favorite bike trail is the one from Wanta to Jones Beach.
Ocean Parkway, right?
Ocean Parkway. It just opened last summer, I want to say. And it's incredible. It is, I think, 11 miles total.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. We'll have to fact check that. Alyssa. But it's incredible. It is a great...
And, my mom and dad have actually done it a few times, and they love just going out on their bikes. And there's so many amazing trails to either bike or even just walk here on Long Island.
Exactly.
And it's just a lot of places that you can kind of escape and, kind of process where we live.
Yes. And just take in the beautiful scenery. But we have a bunch of stuff on our website at discoverlongisland.com. So I would advise anybody who's looking to just get out there in the summer and, bike or hike or just take these trails, and they are awesome. And
even just on social, if you scroll for hours. Like there's just endless places, endless information, history, all of the above.
Yeah,
so definitely check us out.
There's also bikelongisland.com, and they have Long Island bikeways and trailways map, which shows all the different trails on Long Island.
It's 13.7 miles.
13.7 miles.
But it's
Okay.
not car free, right?
Jones Beach?
Well, some of it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He wanted car free ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, that's my favorite. I just wanted to tell him that.
Yeah.
You know what I also want to just talk about is some of our partners that have renewed their membership with us, or, you know, I think that we did this year for the first time. We unveiled our new tiered partnership program where we are offering so much to the businesses here on Long Island. You can choose different aspects. There's, I think, 4 different tiers that they can do, but we've gotten a lot of new and return members here, like the Great Jack-O-Lantern Blaze in Westbury, which is awesome. I don't know if you ever done that.
I've never, but like
That's so cool.
I know that the fall and Halloween, that is
People
prime
love it.
time on Long Island.
The CMP, it's the Performing Arts Center. They rejoined, which is awesome. The Long Beach International Film Festival, which is so incredible.
And we actually have a giveaway coming soon for that as well.
Oh, so cool. So
again,
I think people need to just follow us on all of our social, and we're
Yes.
giving away stuff left and right.
Left and right, it's crazy. And you know, I always recommend to turn your notifications on, because in today's world with the algorithm, sometimes we don't get to reach people as quickly.
Right.
And you know, there's some people who see our This Weekend on Long Island,
And it's next week.
and it's the following week, and
Right.
they're like, oh my goodness, I wish that I knew.
Right.
So I always say definitely turn your notifications
That's a
on.
good tip.
Yes, just so you make sure that you don't miss out, because we have just so much to do, so many places, and just so much to really share with our followers.
Absolutely. And so next week we're going to take a little summer break, and then we'll be back the following week with some really fun stuff. I'm excited. Kristen will be back. It'll be the first time that her and I seen each other in a couple weeks. So
I know it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Like, she's been gone. I'm going. So we're going to be, I'm sure, spilling some serious
Major tea.
So tune in next week. And thank you, Michael, so much for joining me today. This has been really incredible.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to be back.
Cheers.
Cheers.